the Broke Ass Podcast.
We got money though.
It's me, your host, Zenny in the building. I got my co-host, co-producer. We got Jimmy in the building.
You could just call me Greatness.
I got my other co-host, co-producer. We got Hot Girl Koya in the building.
How y'all doing?
And making a special guest appearance on her own show, we got that black activist. We got DeAndre in the building.
It's the big boss, the big queen. You already know.
We here for a good time, not a long time. This episode is brought to you by us in partnership with 810 Studios. We contenders, not pretenders. Thank you for listening.
Better find you somebody to play with.
Shout out to Hood Rock. Now, happy birthday belated to our sister DeAndre.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
But how y'all doing? How y'all week? How y'all week been? How was y'all weekend?
Yo, it's good, man. Breaking barriers, thresholds every day. I got a little update on my app today. I done walked 500 miles.
Hey!
That's a long way.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I said, man, you started off with one step. You know what I'm saying? So, look, man, just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You never know where you go.
Consistency.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out my brother T.Y. That progression. That's the joint, bro. Shout out Hall, too.
Yeah.
B?
I've been doing pretty good. Just chilling, working, grinding. Y'all know me.
You're doing pretty good.
I'm going to stop.
Back to school.
Y'all doing. No,
I want to say back to school is coming. I got a special going on. Styles by Koya, back to school promo. Check it out. You know, come see me. I got you.
All right.
How you been? Ask everybody else.
I've been super fantastic. You know, I like the man at my job. I be doing, you know, just who I am. I'm really feeling good about life and happy that I broke my streak of, you know, depression, whatever. I don't know why you rub your eyes, really.
What?
Anyway, man, I'm just out here living, loving life. Glad we're here to bring the episode to the people.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, y'all, I went to the eye doctor yesterday, and she told me that I might be having glaucoma, y'all. For real, I just thought about that because you was like, "How's our week going?" I was about to somebody give me a new pair of glasses, but
you promoted your business and didn't talk about your glaucoma. Now you want to talk about your glaucoma?
Hey, they gotta
no. Let's get into what. Let's get into what you seen on the internet.
So, the first thing I seen on the internet was
when you go to Jimmy house before the pod. You seen on the internet. Phone ain't even unlocked. Look at that.
He hit me. He
We the best in the world, yeah.
But anyway, I want to talk about. Well, we can talk about something that's funny. Let's start with. So, I seen on the internet. It said back in 2017, 40-year-old James Mack, listen, got 37 plastic surgeries. Also got his name changed to Jason Monroe just to date his ex-girlfriend again at the filing of restraining order. Now, I'm going to pass the phone around so y'all can see what the man looked like before now. Now, I personally feel like this man is a psychopath for him to go to this extent to do that, but I also want to know what made her get the restraining order. Now, what I'm thinking is, how is she not going to recognize the voice? But you know, but you got to think when you're meeting somebody new, you're not thinking, but I'm probably in the back of her head. She's like, something's familiar. You know, it's probably in her head like, dang, he remind me of da 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 da. But she's probably thinking, no, this can't be him because he look different. So if that were to happen to y'all, a specific person y'all were dating and something went wrong and they got a restraining order and you turn around and meet the same person again.
So she basically got catfish, but in real life because he really changed himself.
Yeah. But mind you, she got a restraining order on him. So it had to be a reason she had to do that. And two, for him to go to the extent of getting 37 plastic surgeries and also changing his name.
I wonder what he did to make her think that it was him. Like maybe he said
That's
something.
That's what I want to know too.
Said something that nobody else would know if you didn't date her before or something.
How long were they together?
I'm about to say.
I didn't get much background about it, y'all. I just seen that. So I'm just thinking hypothetically, if that was you, and your ex did something to you like this, how would you feel?
I don't think that would ever happen to me because
this is why this is my sister.
I am so in tune with my significant other. Like, I would know every piece of that man from top to bottom. So even if he went and changed, they're going to be something, a touch, a look. even I'm gonna be honest, a private part or anything is gonna be.
But mind you, he got the 37 plastic surgery.
So you think that was one of the surgeries?
Got to, because you get 37. It's not that many things you can do.
All right, let's go to what you
That's
got?
crazy.
I'm saying.
I'm saying it's like you got catfish in real life. It can happen.
We said what we was gonna start with.
That is crazy, bro.
But it's good.
If Christina, my beautiful sister,
I've been with my wife 17 years. I'm going with my sister on this one. I'm gonna know her touch, her feel, this bump on her.
But it's not a person you've been with forever. It's a person like you might have had a brief relationship with, and they had a connection with you that you didn't have with them, maybe, and they had to do something crazy
for you to get the restraining order. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like you were like in tune with them like that.
Well, me, I'm an energy person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can weed out the energy in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had to get a restraining order on you, you're not just gonna be. I don't think my energy is gonna let that happen.
It's not gonna let you know. But you gotta think about it.
Just
It's
call
really
her
gonna
a
be
dumb. Just call her a dab.
If people get catfish,
Just call her a dab.
But would she
Leave
really
it in
be
the comments
dumb?
when you
Because
figure it out.
it would be her eyes.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't be her eyes playing tricks on her. She's looking at this person. And I'm telling you, in her mind, she's probably thinking, there's something familiar, but you can't put your finger on it. Just imagine, though.
If I had to go through that, though, because it could have been something short term, just, we just met this person and start kicking it for a couple of weeks. You start acting weird. All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
That can be possible. But if I got to think, like, oh my God, he reminded me so much of this, blah, 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 that.
It's really going to mess with your mental.
If he have 37 plastic surgeries, he's going to smell different. You should know. He's gonna smell like G.I. Joe, bro. He's gonna smell like G.I. Joe, bro.
Not giving that.
Like, there you go. Come on, give us something else.
That was just something to break the ice, though. But I just, something to play with your mind for a little bit. But serious news.
Where we about to go? Serious news. Stay tuned.
A McDonald's employee, I don't know if y'all seen this, has been accused of fatally stabbing her manager at work.
It's only an accusation?
No. Well, no, she did it. It's not an accusation. I'm sorry. She did it.
She did it.
She did it. Her name is, the manager's name was Jennifer Harris. She's a mother of 6. And I don't think they put what the girl name was up here.
Probably cool.
Yeah, we don't need
we don't do the name.
But she did this at the McDonald's drive-thru. I watched the girl's video and she said that she had been sent home twice. And she had came on her day off to make up the hours she missed. And when she got sent home this time, I guess she won't have it. She was going off in the video like something's going to be done. Like something got to happen. So she went to the park, sat for a little bit, came back and stabbed her. And a man seen her in the drive-thru doing this, was shooting his gun in the air, trying to get her to stop. But when she was fleeing, he held her at gunpoint until the police came. An elderly man. Now, just imagine if that was your mom, your dad, or whatever in the drive-thru, trying to get him some lunch, going to work, and he's seeing this.
Yeah.
If it was my mama gonna call me. Boy, you won't believe what I seen. I was in here getting me a McDouble and some fries.
She
you know I love my
window
sweet tea.
She gonna put that window up.
My mama is gonna record it. It's my mama. Come on.
I think I would be in too much in shock, but I'm happy the man, did what he did, apprehend her. But me personally, I don't know how I would act in that moment. Because it's like, what's really going on?
So have you? Well, you ain't worked much, but have you
Don't
ever?
do that. Do not do that.
I was a joke. You had jobs, you know what I'm saying. But has it been? Before we get to her, has it been like a moment on the job where you even thought about that? Because me. Come on, bro. We at work. I ain't about to dust you off right here.
Us being the attacker, I felt like I was gonna get attacked one time, low key. This is with my current job. Yes. Like
oh my gosh.
it was a point. Like I was not. There was this one lady. She was not following the instructions and stuff on going through the application process. So if you fail in going through this process, I already know whenever I hire you, you're gonna have too many problems, and I'm not gonna have time to sit and hold your hand. So I was pretty much telling her that we're not accepting her application right now, best wishes, blah, blah, blah. 2 or 3 weeks later, she hit me up constantly, like trying to get back in. I sent her the same thing again, like, thank you for reaching out. We're not accepting the application or accepting your application at this moment, blah, blah, blah. 2 more weeks come, she'll do it again. So I was like, bro, she's giving weird vibes. Then I seen she stayed in Fayetteville.
Oh my God.
And it got to the point,
I don't think you should You think you can say this?
What you mean?
she not saying no
Ain't
name.
nobody commit no crime or nothing. I just felt this is my feeling. I felt
She
like
was
all right.
Go ahead.
yeah.
My bad.
But anyway, I found out she lived in Fayetteville, so it really started getting weird. Like she started like calling me every day, texting every day. So it was like
Not you had
stalker
to stop her
vibes.
for real.
Yeah, so it was like giving stalker
That's
vibes.
crazy.
So it was leading up to that point. Like, okay, what else is she capable of? She gonna do this for a job.
Next she gonna find your
like,
house.
Exactly. You never know. You know, I just moved, so I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was a little skeptical about this, but I felt it at that point. It could have went that way. You never know.
She had a woman stalker.
People trying to get a job. They
Like,
want
that's
it, man,
crazy.
The
I,
big boss, the big queen.
I take jobs serious. Like I'm just there to get my money. Like I'm not about to argue with you or fuss with you about no
Right,
job.
thank
If you got a problem with me, I'm not going to principal. But I'm about to go tell the boss, hey boss, this man over here on my left, I can't get my job done. He's doing so. Can you handle that? That's his job to do. To handle at work between coworkers. It's not my job to be out here arguing with this man. As long as I done clocked in, I'm in. I'm not about to argue with you. I can care less.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be no time I might have gotten into an argument, not with no manager or nothing, but maybe with another associate, we might have a few words. But I mean, it's not to the extent I'm about to leave and come back and we about to get into it. I'm not gonna ever do that. I don't think it's that serious.
But the girl is off.
Yeah,
like she
way
has
history of violence, y'all. I was watching her video.
Okay,
she was blinking at other jobs as well. So
some people just, they had that point, and they get to that point, and they do anything
she probably has some
crazy
other stuff going on though.
But yeah, her mental is off, so you know she's not gonna think like a normal person anyway.
Before I defend her, first of all, her mental had to be on to get all of these jobs. But before,
she's a good actor. But go ahead.
Oh, she's a good actor.
Yeah.
So what, did she get fired or what?
No, she got sent home. She kept getting sent home because she was making TikToks at the job. That's what they said. So she kept getting sent home. She had came in on her day off to make up the hours, and she got sent home.
She wasn't scheduled to come to work. She just came to work. Her boss saw her. She had to leave because she wasn't on the schedule.
She was tired
and she got mad.
She, I need to make up my hours.
People got
I need
things to
some
do.
bread.
I need my
you
money.
keep sending me home. You never know what nobody is going
If
to
you're
do.
not on the schedule, you just can't come in and say, I'm working today.
If you sent me home 2 days ago.
I sent you home for disciplinary action.
You know how many times I done went to work? Well, not at this new job, but yeah, I just walk around, look, boom, hey, man, we need you on the clock. So, she should have took that help. I just like to see both sides to the story. She couldn't just be crazy. Or ratchet at all the
She
time.
can.
Yes,
but I mean, I get that.
No.
The girl was saying that her boss was being very.
Y'all can't be mental health advocates saying what y'all was saying.
No, I'm saying the girl did say that her boss was being very rude to her and bullying her.
And bullying and being documented before the stabbing happened.
Yeah. So
now, mind you, I'm not excusing her for the stabbing. That's stupid. You need to learn how to deal with your emotions. I don't know how to deal with mine, but I would never pick up a knife and go, I would never. Because you ain't going to tick me off that much at a job. This ain't your job. Hands, man.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, even whenever it come down to like charges and stuff, I feel like if she get a good enough lawyer, she'll be able to get off for pleading insanity. Because I mean, the only thing they got to do is go through and look at her videos.
I think they're getting her.
She worked at McDonald's. Where do you think she's gonna find that lawyer at? What's she gonna afford that lawyer?
They might be a lawyer that might do her stuff pro bono.
Yeah.
Because they know that she could win the case. I mean, they can win the case
if they got the right angle.
What's the angle? Tell me, please.
Insanity. Yes. Really, it could be depression. She could have other mental.
Bro, she went to the park and smoked the blunt. She went to the park, smoked the blunt, came back and killed the lady.
That's insanity. We don't know. We don't know what she did.
Allegedly,
we don't know what she did at the park.
But she went to the park and came back. What do you think she did at the park?
It's insanity to me for you to come to work on your day off and think for me to be in the boss to tell you to go home, you get mad.
Yes.
Like that's insanity to me.
And where did the knife come from? Like,
she had it in her car. She just had it in her car.
And what kind of knife was it? It's everything.
And then what I've been trying to say was,
like if it was a butcher's knife, bro.
When they took her in for her arraignment, y'all, she's indicted on second-degree murder. But she had previous charges. She had previous charges of stabbing somebody as well. But this is a few years back. So, I mean, she has history of this. So, I mean, there's only so much you can do to defend her.
Yeah, she's a psychopath. I was trying.
How you haven't seen none of her videos and trying to defend her?
Because they literally haven't had her stuff up there.
I don't like watching gruesome. I don't watch stuff.
It's not gruesome. It's really her up there talking. But if you know who she is from the wig or whatever, the hair she got,
I'm not going to give you clout after you killed somebody. I don't care. I didn't hear you before you killed somebody. I'm not going to watch or anything that you do after you kill somebody. I'm not.
But
I'm just not.
But it's not like
No,
I've been
Mom.
looking
She
to go
brought
find
it up,
her
not
profile
me.
or nothing like that.
no, I'm about to get on you.
What? Go ahead.
No, we wait. Proceed.
I'm just saying, man.
So what about the dude that let his son get kidnapped? Like he ran in the house.
I did see
Dude
about that
ran
too,
in the
y'all.
house and his son was screaming, "Daddy, Daddy!" And the dude was just snatching right on up.
Well, the backstory on that is, y'all, I think this happened in Philadelphia. I want to say it happened in, and a 7-year-old boy was kidnapped. But however, he was returned in 24 hours due to the community's help, thank God. But they just released his kidnapper's name. I don't know what his name was, but he was like 24, 27 years old. But come to find out, they were looking for the dad.
Yeah, like
And the kid got caught in the crossfire, which I feel is, me personally, I'll never let nobody take my son over me. Take me any day.
yeah,
But you know,
that's just
Mike?
wild.
Don't go to Mike. I didn't say it. I ain't want to talk about this topic because I can't cuss. So, let me see. The best way to put
if that was Christopher, y'all outside shooting ball, one of your homeboys, one of your ops walk up.
Nisha, I will burn this whole city with.
Mike gonna tell his son to go in the house.
About?
Go in the house. Let me handle this. That's what
Maybe
I
it depends.
think
They
a
got
man would
guns.
do.
I got guns. It depends. I would not leave my child.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the pan.
But I
going
think I
about
need more
it. That's the
backstory because
acronym. That's
what
the
kind of
pan.
man would he be to walk in the house and leave his son outside? I need more backstory.
Maybe he
I
was
need to know what
running.
that was about.
He was
I need
running
to
and
know. I'm
he
just
thought his
saying.
son
I
was
just want to know what
behind
the
him.
beef was really
He
about.
seen
Like,
me running. I thought he was
You
running.
wouldn't
that's what
leave
I'm saying. Like, why?
You wouldn't leave my child out there.
No, I told you. I would tell
You
him,
wouldn't.
Hey,
You
kid,
wouldn't.
Go in the house. Let me handle
Nigga's a-
this. I
You
wouldn't
know
want
what
to
he
see
is,
it.
bro. And I said the N-word 3 times. I'm sorry. See, that's why I want to talk about it. That man's he's a pan, and y'all know what that is.
With the acronyms is crazy.
It's crazy, y'all.
They didn't even catch the first one. They gonna
I
catch it on
did.
playback.
I got it.
They'll catch it on playback. But
I'm
yeah,
just
man.
ready to hear how this case unfolds, honestly, because I want to hear what the man, what the kidnapper says why he did it.
He need to go back to either it's a setup to get clicks and views, or he need to go back to the hood and get his beat.
Kids off limits, bro. That's all I
Yeah.
know. Kids
Cause
You
how
know
dare
you
you?
left
We
your
don't-
kid.
I'm saying she was trying to figure out the backstory on why the dude even
What the
came
beef
up.
was about.
Yeah, what it was
Initially.
about. Yeah, it don't even matter what that was about. Kids
No.
off limits. You
Yeah.
leave the kids
No.
alone. Don't
Yeah.
touch the kids.
I totally agree because anyway, next topic.
Yeah, we over on what's seen on the internet.
I wanted to talk about my niece is down for the summer. Her and A. Marie, Mike's daughter, been hanging out a lot.
Right.
They
Shout
been
out to them and
having
their
a great
friendship.
time.
And yeah, they be just, they always got something to do. I'll be having
Mhm.
like, nah, y'all can't do that. Like, having to be a parent or whatever, uncle.
Hey,
So I was
hold on.
I was
Yeah,
talking to
same
Mike.
thing.
I was talking to Mike yesterday, and I was like, yo, I need to go just like chill with my niece today because it ain't gonna be long. She ain't even gonna want to be around me. Like,
Yeah.
so I really just like went over there and sat with her yesterday and just talked to her and stuff like that. So I want to see what y'all thought about y'all different point of views on parenting. Like, I feel like it's better to guide your kids rather than to force them. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like they should just let their kids go for their own and let them find their way in the world.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm more on the side of guiding rather than forcing, like giving them options and different opinions on, I think maybe you should try this, maybe you should try that. Not as far as, well, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because in a lot of ways, like when you force a child to do something, you could pressure them and they'll be like, you know what? I had to do this all my life. My dad made me do this, so I'm not going to do it anymore. So what are y'all different perspectives on forcing your kids to do something rather than guiding them, or how do you stand on that?
I would say that, yeah, of course, I don't have any kids, but I have been involved in the upbringing of many children. So I would say, I would say that,
I'd be glad when
you
Bump
don't
Beer
wanna-
song gotta go first.
you don't want to give them I agree, definitely give them the choices and give them the guidance. But I wouldn't be too open on the guidance part because then that can stretch them into having too many options and too many choices. Then they start doing, stuff that's super, super crazy and way out of the way.
Mhm.
So with that, definitely lead and guide them and still give them that choice or the opportunity to have choices to choose different things, but don't make the range so wide for them. You'll still, because as parents or as older role models or whatever we want to call ourselves, we still have a goal that we want for them. So we still keeping them on this little path here. But hey, it's okay if you veer off this way. It's okay if you make mistakes. That's life. That's part of life. Everybody's going to do it, and nobody's perfect. So it's going to be times where it's going to come for them to mess up or whatever. But on that aspect too, that just goes back into leading and guiding them. Help get them to make the correct choices and fix the mistakes that they're made, and that they don't repeat the same thing over and over again.
But about the mistakes, John, my bad.
No, you good. I was finished.
But speaking about the mistakes, John, I might be having a unique view on, but I feel like this, bro. I have 3 kids. I can see every flaw that I have in my kids. Impatience, stubborn, highly argumentative. I can see all that. So it's like, bro, you really grow with your kids. So now I'm trying to correct you because I know it's discipline. I know I'm not doing it the right way, but I wasn't necessarily taught the right way. So I can start you from there. So my joint, long story short, is you see your flaws in your kids and you're supposed to correct your flaws within them because they didn't ask for your flaws. That was passed down. So that's how I feel about parenting, and let them walk and let them make mistakes. Like you can't pick your kid up you can't catch them every time they fall. So let them little niggas go and stumble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mean to call them, y'all get it. But just let them stumble, pick them up. But all that forceful, you're going to do this. Because there's some parents that already have their child's life laid out. And I think that's what's name because when, I said what's name. My bad, Jimmy.
Just go.
I think that's just wrong. I think that's just wrong because you never let your child experience their own dreams when you force whatever you want inside of them. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you making them live your dream and not theirs.
So when I asked that, so what was your parents' type of parenting, and do you think that it worked or it didn't?
Oh, you would make my mama mad at me. I'll go first. Oh, go ahead. I'm about to say, I got you though.
My mom really didn't like force me to do anything. She always just let me pretty much go for whatever, as long as I wasn't getting in trouble, and as long as I wasn't getting in trouble, I was able to do whatever I wanted to. But I had older cousins who lived certain lifestyles, and I seen what they was going through, and I knew that I didn't want that. And like I had an older sister who was like pretty much a bookworm, and so by my older sister being such a good child, my mama pretty much thought, well, he gonna be like her, and I ain't gonna have to worry about him much. So I was pretty much able to do whatever I wanted to. I didn't have a curfew, but I knew that I had to have my own. I had responsibilities, like I had car insurance, my little cell phone bill. So I had a job. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think so.
You don't think that's boy and girl?
No, my little sister got the same treatment I did. She didn't have a curfew. She was able to do whatever she wanted to.
Oh, so shout out to your big sister because she did it right.
Yeah, so she was able to do. My mama carried it on with what she did with my older sister. She did it with me, and she did it with my little sister too. So by me not getting in trouble, you know what I'm saying, by not having a curfew and things like that, and having a job and keeping up with things, she figured my little sister would do the same thing, and she did too. And so sometimes I would come home at night. It'd be 2 or 3 in the morning. My little sister, I'm like, where you at? Well, I'm on the way. I'm like, what? Well, I can't be mad at her because I just got home too. So I could say that my mama giving us a long leash didn't backfire on her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever we went to college and stuff, we wasn't that kid who was sheltered their whole life, so didn't know how to react when they got the freedom. You know what I'm saying?
But she gave y'all discipline enough. You know what I'm saying?
I got plenty of whoopings when I was little. I knew right from wrong.
That's what you're supposed to do. Instill the values in your kids. Now, some of them, they
my
might
mama
be
still apologize to me now for whooping me so much when I was little.
See, not my mama. I was my daddy. My daddy was the disciplinarian, bro. My daddy was the disciplinarian, bro. And so it's like mama, only time mama whooped us when daddy told her to. One of my daddy's favorite joints is, you better get him because if I hit him, I'm gonna kill him. So that's when mama fake beat us. She didn't really beat us. I don't remember one mama beating. Sorry, mama, you supposed to be here. You had a doctor. Shout out to you getting a checkup. But so that was daddy's favorite joint. So when daddy went away, it was a wrap out there. And my mama didn't know how to handle it. I'm 15, 14, my daddy going where he at. But I was off the chain. And my mama didn't know how to handle that. All she used to say was, it's a phase. It's a phase. She gonna get over that. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? She might have should have had a tighter leash. But the values that was instilled by her and my daddy, I never bro, I got a little joint, but I have never went to jail, never had charges. I went to jail for like 2 days out of my entire life. And I was in holding cells for drinking. So, you know. you gotta tell your supporters and what's the name of the truth. But yeah, so I just think it's the values. Go ahead, Nisha. You have one child. That's 2.
Yeah, I have one kid. That's 2. But like DeAndre said, I did help. You know, I feel like I did help raise a great amount of kids. You know,
all mine. Nisha helped raise all my kids.
As far as that, because I mean, I can talk about them because Prince is 2. Right now, he's telling me what to do, and I'm just trying to correct him on the way. But he's 2. If you know him, you know. But with them, I feel like now since they're older, I feel like it's harder for them to understand, the dynamic. I'm the auntie, you're the niece. Mostly it's with my niece, A. Marie. We go head and head.
Your little sister, that's your problem.
See, that's my thing. That's the thing. It's like she forget the dynamic. You forgetting like she...
You brought her up
we
you was
going
her
at it sometimes.
Like you was her big sister.
And then I be telling her, like, at the end of the day, you listen to me. I'm in charge here. At the end of the day, you might not like what I got to say, but
she really?
Yes, because when we be in the room, we be going at it. Because I'm telling you, if y'all knew.
Anyway, go to.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. So I'm just saying. But what I'm saying with that is, it's hard to not be their friend. And Mike has told me like you can't be her friend. You gotta make the distinction in roles. If you're gonna be her auntie, if not, you can't be her friend.
I think that a lot of the problem come from when we was coming up. It was you don't question your parents. Like when they say something, you just do it.
Mm-hmm.
My sister was saying now when you tell your kid to do something, they want an explanation.
Yes, that's how we teach them though.
I'm not like that, but Crystal be telling me like sometimes you got to explain why to these kids. Yeah. So I have tried to adapt a little bit, but I'm still just a little bit. When I say it, do it, and I tell you later if I need to, if I feel like I have to.
Right.
But now I have found myself going back and saying, "Hey, look, I told you to do that because of this and that." So, but she feel like when she tell my niece something, she needs to tell her, "Well, I'm telling you to do this because of this." No, I ain't got time to explain. Go ahead and be doing what I told you to do, and I might explain it to you later.
But I feel like the way she does that, like I wish my mom was like that. My mom was like how you say, "I told you to do something, you get up and do it." Mm-hmm. She was.
Nisha.
I'm being for real. She was. She did not play. She meant that. Even though Mama, I always say Mama play around, but she did not mean that. Barely.
You was safe. You was always
No,
safe.
I used to get whoopings and stuff too, but Mama didn't really whoop me.
Didn't.
And even she didn't whoop me, she was very verbal with it. She meant that. And she'll tell you, she's still verbal with it now. Her mouth, my mouth is just like her. It's just like her.
But
so it's like, you're gonna hear what she got to say. Even if she don't put that belt to you, even though she did, but I think my last whooping I really got was like in 7th grade for like getting wrote up for misuse of staff signature. But that's for another topic.
Forging.
I wasn't forging.
No, she said misusing of staff. She didn't even forge her mother name. You was trying to forge the staff.
The principal.
What you signing the check?
She signed it herself. I just used it for anyway. That was the last.
I'm sorry.
That was the last time I had got in trouble. But I feel like really with that dynamic, I did not really get to go places. Like I was able to go to like 1 or 2, maybe 3 friends' houses when I was growing up. I couldn't go to no parties. Nothing like that. My first party, only party I ever went to, I went to stay with my homegirl, and she was going to the party, so I went with her because I was at her house. Mama don't know still to this day. She probably know now. But I was on a tight leash. I wasn't able to do anything. But I feel like when I finally was free, I definitely was wild.
You never told us about your parents and Prince, but it's cool. We'll let that rock.
I'm still learning. I can't really tell you about what I'm learning. I don't know. I'm just trying to go day by day. So with that, it's a lot.
I'm about to say mine more so like how Jimmy was. I am not going to say that my parents had me on a tight leash, but they had us kind of on a tight leash. We didn't really go out nowhere. All our friends going to sleepovers and stuff like that. My mom was one of them. If I don't know their mama, or if I know something about their mama, you not going. So I was one of them.
She meant that.
Yeah, and I feel like their expectations of our life unconsciously became my reality. Like I knew what they wanted of me, so I just went ahead and did it. Like I didn't have too many options. Yeah, but I didn't have that kind of choice to, have all of the freedoms to explore. So that was one of the reasons why I joined the marching band in high school, so I can finally start getting out and doing stuff. And that was how I finally was able to get from out or under their leash or their tight hold. But I would say though, in comparison to some of the other children's upbringing that I was around or that I experienced, like my friends and stuff, I will say that tight leash kept us, safe a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it kept us disciplined. And now I can even tell, like, from how my life is compared to some of my other friends and, how their life is going right now. I'm thankful and I'm grateful for them having me on that tight leash, because it definitely kept a lot of things from happening in my life that have happened in other children's life that didn't have the parents that cared, that didn't have the parents that wanted the best for them. So, and at the end of the day, it worked for us, but it don't work for everybody. So I feel like with parenting, it's really something that's, you got to find your way based off of how your child
Ain't no right or wrong way.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. There's certain things that's right and wrong.
I credit my mom for keeping me out of jail for just putting me on punishment so much when I was little. Like the whooping is gonna wear off, but that punishment, my mama would say, "Take your TV and your radio out your room, put it in front of your door." And all I had were books, and I had to sit. I ain't like to read, so I wasn't reading the books. I was just sitting in my room.
I did like to read.
And looking out the window, my friends out there playing. They're like, come outside. Like, bro, I'm on punishment. We done did the same thing in school, but they outside playing. I got a whooping and no punishment. You know what I'm saying?
That's the joint. These kids get to choose.
You know where them friends at now? Jail. Because they won't hold punishment.
You took all my rights
getting
away?
disciplined whenever they were little. Like, so I credit my mama for that. Like, I hate being confined to, like, and being able to just see my friends out there playing and doing whatever they wanted to. And I know that we did the same thing in school and got in trouble for doing the same thing.
Before we close out this topic, I do want to say one thing about parenting. You parent these kids as kids. Don't parent these kids as to how you feel that day. And I know it's going to be a hard thing, but don't you, just because you're mad, take it out on your child. And then when you're extremely happy, your child can do no wrong. Keep the children on a consistent, disciplined basis. And you can't be their friends. You can be cool with your kids, but they have to know where the line is at. They got to know when daddy or mommy is serious. Yeah. So do that and don't parent off your feelings.
All right. So one more thing before we get off the kid thing. At what point in time do you think you could tell your kids about what you was doing when you was their age?
My mama just
every time I get drunk, they're like, "Oh, daddy, here you go again."
But see, I got a 23-year-old and a 16-year-old, and I still ain't ready to tell them what I was doing.
Nah, because they're a little different though. Because they mama don't play them. I don't know. Maybe.
Cause I was thinking maybe I could start telling them about when I was in high school, I was doing this.
You have to tell them to teach them lessons.
I think that he would be cool though, cause yours, you don't really got to worry about them being out doing no crazy. They ain't gonna take the steps that you did. They'll laugh. They're gonna laugh at you and stuff, but they ain't gonna go as far as you did.
Jimmy told me a story today I ain't never heard. We can't talk about it on here, but he told me a story. I know this man for like 10, 15 years. He told me a story today. So I think if you telling them to teach them a lesson instead of just bragging about the glory days.
No, I just don't want them to think that I was
They hear the story already.
And then I'm 25. My mama, we was at the grocery store the other day. She had met one of her classmates. She's like, yeah, me and mama used to cut up back there. She said, let me tell her. I'm like, Mom, I'm 25. Like, come on now. She's like, you don't need to know my business. I don't want to know what. Everything ain't your business.
I don't want to know.
I said, Mom, I know you were doing something back in the day. And her friend just laughed. And I just walked away.
Conquer the world, Jimmy. You had me right this
we could talk about the straw.
Oh, that's really
the movie. We can talk about it. Dedicated.
Not the straw.
Straw on Netflix. The Tyler Perry movie that everybody was ranting and raving about for 2 weeks.
Did y'all watch the new movie that came out? His newest one with Madea?
Yeah.
I like it.
It's hilarious.
I like it. But okay, back to the straw.
But straw is good. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not starting.
No, DeAndre's gonna start.
DeAndre, yeah.
Nah, so pretty much what I wanted to talk about with this, it's just like you never really know what somebody dealing with for real. Like you can think you know and think you have all of the ideas in the world, but low key, some people can really just be losing their mind on the inside
and just going with the motions.
Going through the motions, and they just going through it so good that you think everything's straight with
like
them.
when you stab your manager at McDonald's. But go ahead, my bad.
And who's to say that she couldn't be going something like that? That's true.
We never said that she was.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a joke to throw out there.
No, this is not a joke.
Go ahead.
Come on,
but
man.
that's some real stuff though.
But yeah, like so with that, like we really just got to be like nice to people. People just really need to learn how to love more and show more love versus being hateful and just downplaying stuff and just trying to downplay people and their characters. Like we just got to be, do a whole lot more, be a whole lot better to each other. And
one of the main parts they were talking about was how her manager.
Right. I was going to say, who was the bad guy to y'all?
So the manager was a butthole. He was somebody that I consider a LDN. So it's like when you don't have command nowhere at the crib, it's people like this. Y'all have met people like this in real life that they get a little bit of power as a supervisor. When you get a little $2 joint and you take it to the head, you think you're the ruler of everything. So he was teaching. That's the word. So what do y'all think about him? Who do you think
Who do I think the villain was in the movie? Honestly,
she robbed that bank.
Yeah, she robbed the bank.
She
had to. We gonna get.
She didn't rob the bank. She held the bank up. That's all.
Hey, yo,
because I was trying to do. She was trying to cash her check.
She only wanted her money, not nobody else.
She didn't have the ID. The lady really could have let her slide.
Well, I can't cash your check.
Let her cash the check. Well, even though it had blood on it, she could have kept it and called the police immediately after she cashed it. She could have done that. But immediately, what she started doing was once she seen the gun, she started putting buku cash up there. That's not what she asked for.
When you pull the gun out at the bank and say, cash this check, that is armed robbery, honey.
I get it. I understand. I'm not saying that she didn't rob.
Blood on it when she just murdered her boss. I understand she had a bad day. Don't get me wrong. I understand she had a bad day.
And she had no ID.
But that's murder.
But yeah, she did it. I mean, she did it and she went to jail for it. So and that's cool. I mean, not that's cool. Talking about that's not cool, y'all.
I just feel like a lot of people were saying she didn't rob the bank.
She robbed the bank.
I just want to say that
technically,
Sherry Shepherd, she was on her side. But she really made it to the extreme that it was because she seen that blinking light in her book bag and said she had a bomb.
But had she not said that, they would have came in and shot her off gate. The only reason they didn't rush in was because they thought she had a bomb.
I just feel like it was a lot. It was a lot.
I just feel like she could have found another way.
Honestly, I feel like
if a man did what
she wasn't thinking.
Her mama's the villain.
She wasn't thinking.
And to me, her mama is the villain to me because ain't no way I'm about to let my child, who just lost her child, be at home by herself, be going out the next day, going to work
like everything
helping out on her bills or none of that. Got her already struggling
by herself.
Yeah, like how does that even happen?
We mad late on the straw review, by the way. We're mad late.
But still, though,
stress. Yeah.
And then she's on the phone talking about she died yesterday. What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where were you at when you first
seen
her on the news? No, you ain't called nobody, say nothing. But apparently they did tell Sherry Shepherd that the girl had died when they first answered the phone.
They told her early though.
Yeah, they told her.
I watched it 3 times. She never told her on no phone.
Not her. It was the people, Tiana Taylor. Or whoever it was, they had told her.
They didn't show it. They was one of them off them sides.
They edited it.
Yeah,
I think it was whenever she was just talking and you couldn't hear what they were saying on the other side.
The way y'all are missing a big point of the whole movie, like at the end.
Did you watch it on?
She was living. I ain't have to. She was living. Her daughter was dead. Everything that she was doing right
Her
here
daughter
to
was
save her
dead.
daughter. Her daughter was already dead.
Yeah, that's how you know her state of mind was messed up.
That's what I'm saying. She was in shock.
Right.
She was in high shock.
And she didn't have nobody to come get her.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying.
Where was her mama? You calling it in talking about she being
How do you keep
dead?
letting Tyler Perry?
I think that society is the villain.
Yeah. And then it's like I think the
Because
girl
nobody
at the,
was really
He
caring
shot her with
about
2
her.
cameras.
I think
It
the
don't
girl
matter.
that was working with her
100
probably knew
million.
what was going on because she was the only one that tried to give her some money. The girl that was working with her
Shout
at
out Tyler
the,
Perry.
at the store.
Holla at me.
So she probably was the only one that knew what was going on because she was like, "You shouldn't be here." She was the only one that said that,
Yeah.
and they were saying she's a good girl. Da 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 da. But as far as everybody else, there's no way I didn't know that girl had lost her daughter.
Yeah.
Her boss was mean to her.
Mm-hmm.
The landlord was
Landlord
mean
and
to her.
godly, the landlord.
She just
And then she's sitting there watching the live later, looking like she want to cry. Don't cry now, because you put that girl out.
It's just, I don't know. Everything that could have went wrong. In
Yeah.
the
But
And
I
then
mean,
you
that's
flipped out.
life.
And then
Things
the
happen
policeman-
like
I
that.
don't know, man.
That had pulled her over, trying to ram her car. Her car got towed and everything. That
Yeah.
just really put the icing on the cake.
He was about to kill her.
He
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
don't-
kill her. I feel like he was good.
And all of that stuff happened after her daughter had died. So you
Right.
just imagine all that stuff piling up. On top
And I
of
just
it.
imagine if I was Taraji.
It's going to be a part 2 to explain the other side of it.
I
I
hope.
don't think so.
I hope that would be nice.
No, I
Yes,
think
it is. So
and
you
that
can see the
shows-
other joint because you did it now with her daughter living. And then it had to explain that her daughter was dead the whole time. So it's going to show what she really did to cause this uproar. Because her daughter was dead already. The whole rampage she went on was really for no reason. She was in blind rage and blind fury, which goes back to that dude that left his child on the porch. It's crazy.
What? How do you?
I'm still mad at it. Because the dude left his child. Look what she did for her child
Oh, okay.
that was already gone versus what
Yeah.
he did for his child that was living. Come on.
I get what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
what you're saying. But that's crazy though. I just feel like in today's world, if somebody went through that in real life, they wouldn't make it.
I think.
There's no way.
think that
'Cause I
people go
wouldn't
through
be
that
able to
every
make
day. That's why Tyler Perry make movies like this.
Yeah,
They are
that's
people
real.
that
That's
live
real life.
exactly how his stories
Oh,
are.
dude.
But it
just
may be
knows-
one thing, like they might get evicted, something might happen. It's not gonna all happen in one day, baby.
Or do he pull on the heartstrings of trauma and don't really extend his genius into anything but making trauma movies that's gonna make you cry or making somebody looking bad or whatever?
I don't feel like it's somebody looking bad. I just feel like
Nah, just think about it. He can do
reality.
We
He's
ain't
just on that
been through
side.
none of that.
We
Thank
haven't.
God we
Yeah.
haven't.
Exactly. Thank God.
But we
So
can't
how
speak
is
for
it
everybody
reality?
around the world.
It's
'Cause
reality.
even
for
though, like I
someone.
said, if
Yeah.
you're not going through everything that happened
No,
in
it's
that
a-
day,
It's not your
it's
reality.
probably been
it's
sometime you've been
somebody's
let on your
reality.
rent. You probably about to get put out. It's probably been something that happened you
The
can't
same
get
thing
your
I tell
word.
my wife, bro. I only like watching comedies, some dramas, and some action films. I don't like watching slave movies. I don't like watching trauma movies. I don't like watching none of that. If a child dies in the movie, I'm probably going to turn the TV off. I don't want to watch it. It's better stuff that we can make instead of stuff that sit at home and make me cry. Why would I watch this? My wife watches, and you, and Aunt Bird, all y'all watch is murder, death, kill. That dilutes your mind. You shouldn't
But-
do stuff like
but
that.
it's
Like,
not-
yo,
I don't
do
watch it
something
to
else.
dilute.
Y'all
I'm
have been
watching
watching
it. It's for
48 hours for
information.
10 hours.
It's information.
You mad at Tyler Perry for making?
I am not
sad
mad at Tyler Perry.
movies.
I love Tyler Perry.
But at the end of the day, he makes good family, like the one that just came out.
The
The Wedding.
Destination Wedding. I love
Yeah,
that.
I love
I
that.
haven't seen it
I
yet.
love that.
It's
But that's
good.
what.
But
you
when the
can't-
last time he made a movie like that?
It doesn't matter. He
Yeah,
can
he
make
do
movies
one
however
every
he
10
wants to make
movies.
them.
He do a good one every
He-
10.
he
Other
can
than that,
make
you're
a
going to be
movie however
drama,
he wanna
you're going to
make
be
them.
broke, a woman going to be beaten, somebody going to be...
How do
The
you
word
know?
you
Tyler
can't
Perry
say.
How do you
continue
know
to
where
say
I
his
don't
it's
want to
still-
inspiration
it
continue
still
to
works.
watch that. No, I
You
like
don't know where
watching...
his inspiration.
I
comes
like
from.
watching Medea. That's it. That's all I'm
I
saying.
just
We
feel
can
like
agree
he
to
makes
disagree. I
stories
don't
like
hate
this
Tyler
because
Perry.
this is something that he knows personally.
I'm just not going to watch the movie over and over. After a while, you can't keep making the same album for 10 years, bro.
You can if you got the
Yeah,
audience.
man.
No, you
to buy
can't,
it.
people
bro.
like it.
Yes, you can. If your audiences continue to
Yeah.
buy it, if it's still selling, you're going to keep making it. Like he said
Yeah.
before, it's still selling.
You
Yeah.
can't keep making the same album 10 years.
People
Yes,
gonna
you can
buy
if
it.
you keep changing the variation. And you got
Wayne just
Taraji
made the
P.
Carter
Henson in
6,
there.
which is the same album he made a mixtape that he made 10 years ago. Nobody liked it.
Yeah, that was just
Because they want you to grow within your field. Your fans want to grow with you. You don't want to hear Jay-Z go do a drill song. He
I don't
has
think I
10
wanna hear
different
Jay-Z
ways
rap
that he done
personally
did,
anyway.
joint, bro. I don't want Jimmy to be the
Just being
same
honest.
Jimmy he was 10 years ago.
I'm just
Nobody
being
wants
honest.
that, bro. You're not going to say, yo, keep giving me the same joint and I'm going to be this. No, you grow with your audience. You shouldn't keep doing the same thing. Like, even though he do his different, man, shout out. I can't hate on Tyler Perry. I'm just explaining
It sound like hate.
I don't watch it. It's not hate.
It's
I just don't
those
watch
not
movies
watching
just
it.
aren't
That's
for you.
maybe you
I said I
being
watched
so much
Homecoming. I
against
watched
it.
Medea.
You being so much
that's
against it
your-
is not giving you
that's
the
your
reasoning
angle.
of
Yo,
why.
who is the last rich person that was a black man that played a Tyler Perry movie? Not, I'm talking about the character. A character. Give me a rich character that he had besides himself in some of these movies. Give me one. A successful black dude that he plays in one of these movies. Give me one, and I will
That
shut
Tyler
up
Perry
and
plays
give black
himself?
excellence. No, besides playing himself. He makes himself a lawyer or whatever. But every other black dude in the movie is going to be a woman beater, going to be cheating on the woman.
That's not
gonna
true.
be something.
That's not.
Well,
Give
that's
me
not
one.
true.
Give me one.
That's
No,
not
you
true.
like
The recent
the
movie that he
dude-
just made,
the
he's a
dude,
billionaire.
they
The
watched
wife,
him.
the
Beauty
woman
and the
that
Black. The
Oh,
the
yeah.
man was the
Okay,
lawyer.
I watched
He
it.
was the lawyer for the whole family.
A lawyer's not rich.
Successful with money.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, they give him a lawyer. Okay, cool.
What? I was just about to say in the Destination Wedding movie, his wife, his ex-wife's her husband is a billionaire, and he's
white.
a black man.
He's white.
That man looked like.
And you talking about the wife that was already getting divorced? That's what we can talk
But
about.
that's the
That's
thing,
a
though.
good movie.
We didn't
Now, that's
know.
what-
We didn't know they were
that's
divorced.
why
The other
that's
day, he's
good
still a
movie, yo.
billionaire.
Oh,
Still.
no.
Still.
Yo, that was, and he left the trust. That was some real joint. Let's
But
talk
it
about that
is.
in that movie right
And
there.
which
I
one
like
you
this
talking
movie. The
She
Destination
hasn't watched
Wedding.
it yet, so
Oh,
we can't talk. She ain't watched
okay,
it yet.
okay. Yeah, okay.
I haven't
I like
watched
that
it.
one.
But
That
it was a good movie.
That was actually a good one.
But you being
But
so
nine
much
before this.
against. You being so much against the,
Him making
the-
black men look bad.
It's not even just the black men. You even talking about a woman gonna be getting beat or some of that. Maybe you
How
should
many
just
women
give
be in
it
a
a
movie doing
try.
that?
Just watch it one time so that maybe you might get
I
some
thought
kind of
the story-
insight.
That is what he said.
Leave that for.
My
Hey, yo.
friend did say that.
Anyway, we end the best podcast in the world by giving shout outs, man. I want to shout out to the crew, the best crew in the world. Shout out to my mama. She can't be here right now, but we love you, baby. She said we can't do a good one without her. Think we proved her wrong today. But shout out to DeAndre for pulling up from the crib, you know what I'm saying? Making her way down here. She stay a long way. Nobody want to clap with her for you. See how people do? It's cool.
Okay.
But I love y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe.
We out.